Hey and hello there everyone, welcome back to the Post-Strike Streams Saturday edition, Zonda Day. How are we all doing, guys, gals, non-binary pals? Lovely to see a whole bunch of you here. I'll get a very quick, please like the video if you haven't already in, because there's a whole bunch of you here. So let's say hi to some people and then we'll get into the game, because there's a whole bunch of you here. So Kieran, hi, and Kiba, hi, and Kevin, hi. It's all the Ks. And Silent Storm, hi, and Zonda, hi. Lily Foxy, hi, and Conowat, hi. Hope you're doing well. It has been a little while, hasn't it? And yes, lovely to see a bunch of you. And yes, Mega Malamar is coming. Like, surely it's coming. Okay, so, Pokemon Shield, let's play. And Small Shiny Guy, hi, welcome. Lovely to, see you guys and have you all here. And I hope you've had a good week, because yeah, we're on our weekly schedule now, which means that I only see you once a week. So I hope that you've had a good... Oh yeah, there is a software update on the Switch, so if you intend to play along, maybe turn your Switches on and check that. I have been playing Pokemon Scarlet to do the Chi-Yu raids. Maybe I'll ask you guys about that in a bit. Or I'll ask you right now, have you guys been doing the Chi-Yu raids in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, getting those numbers up? Help us get a shiny. We've got one shiny legendary left, but we all need to keep beating it. The numbers for Ting Lu were a bit low. So, yes. Just someone at the Pokemon marketing department who just really likes Malamar. It's funny, the official Pixar account this week, hang on, what date is it today? Okay, it's the 6th. So basically yesterday, they were just posting like tons of Lightning McQueen memes, and a load of people were like, oh gosh, are they announcing like a Cars 4? By the way, I like the Cars franchise. But it was just that it was 9/5 and his number is 95. So like the date was 9/5, 5th of September. So look forward to them doing the same thing in Europe in May, on May the 9th. But anyway, bark. So let's see how we're all doing. So let's say, hang on, Kiba, been busy with work. No, that's totally fine. Kevin, you've been doing the raids. Good man. Karen, haven't done it. No. And then been doing raids of the Azumarill. Me too, Small Shiny Guy. Azumarill's actually pretty good. You don't even need Belly Drum, to be honest. Like, I still use it if I can, but you don't need it. So once a week... I do play twice a week, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's only one phase of the week that I play. Anyway, Bark! So let's see who's around and who's able to play, and then we'll get into the Dynamax Adventures. So chat, my lovely chat. Sorry, I was thinking, again, I kind of like forget how I do these streams. Yes, Hawlucha. The Hawlucha one is like the best one they've had so far by a country mile, in my opinion. Okay. So chat, my lovely chat. We have tickets for Thunderous, Kartana, and Stakataka. I believe those are the three. Hopefully I've not messed that up. So what I need you guys, gals, and non-binary pals to do is let me know whether you can join us. So if you are able to join us, what I need you to do is say strike in big capital letters and then say I can do, and then you're going to let me know who you can do out of Thunderous, Kartana, and or Stakataka, okay? So strike, I can do, Thunderous, Kartana, and or Stakataka. Ready, set, bow! Let me know. And then we will get into the show. Sorry if I'm slightly off mic. I'm just writing down things that I forgot to write down during the week. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We've got Silent Storm and Zonda and the Kevin and the Cuba dooba dooba doo Giratina Giratina. Yes. Okay. Oh, whoa, the spreadsheet. She's filling herself in. Or just Kramen is here as a ghost. Ooh. Kramen, hi, welcome. Or Zonda's doing it. Who knows? But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Kramen. But yeah, let me know if you're able to play any of those so Thunderous, Kartana, or Stack Attacker. You have to let me know who you can do, okay? Otherwise, I can't assign anyone. If I can't read your minds, so I need you to, clearly let me know if you can be assigned a team. Okay, so let's see who we've got. Xander can do. Okay, hang on. Thunderous, Stack Attacker, Thunderous, Kartana. Okay, so we actually have some like limited Thunderous. So ironically, on Xander Day, we can't have Xander do everything because we actually have a bunch of people who have limitations and can do Thunderous. So if we have like Kevin and Akiba and it was Connor what two? Yeah, Connor what two? Dooba 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 doo doo. Hang on, what happened there? Hang on, Mr. Spreadsheet, spread me a sheet. Giratina27, you have a question. Would it be okay if you streamed shiny hunting like this? I don't know specifically to what you mean by that question, but I'm sure that if you elaborate, I'm sure it's fine though. But I mean, if you're just asking if you want to stream shiny hunting, yeah, go for it. Like, see if other people are interested and and stuff like that. Knocking over my controller. Okay, so hang on. We have a lot of people here. Hang on, this is interesting. Hang on. So hang on. We've got the Thunderouses lined up, and then and then maybe we could do the Stack Attackers so that like Lily Foxy could do that. Okay, hang on. Yeah, hang on a minute. No, wait. Hang on. Who are all the people? Who are all the people? Oh, hang on. Wait, where was Silent Storm? Silent Storm. Oh, can do. Oh, sorry. That you were right at the top there. Sorry, Silent Storm. I missed you. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a tough one. Lily Foxy, can I ask? Do you have any like time restraints or anything? Like, do you need to go, or are you? Because it's just I think it'd be better to do Kartana second. But actually no, no. Hang on, no. Does that work or does that not work? I don't know. Hang on, Xander and hang on. Sorry, this is really hard today. I haven't like had to juggle this many people for a while, and like with such like specific restrictions as well. Hang on, I also need to scroll down for a sec. Yeah, I mean, you can stream the Dynamax Adventures. There's nothing stopping you. Right, hang on. Sorry, this is just really hard. I need to have... Hang on. Xander, Silent Storm, Kieran, and Lily Foxy. Okay, hang on. I am sorry. Hang on. Right, I am sorry. This is really annoying. I don't want to do this, but I think this is kind of the only way to... I think this is kind of the only way to do this. Okay, so if we have Team 1 Thunderous, Kevin Kiba Conowat, and then Team 2 Lily Foxy Xander... So hang on. Team 1 Thunderous, Kevin Kiba Conowat, Team 2 Stack Attacker, Lily Foxy Xander Silent Storm, and then Team 3 Kieran Kartana. But Kieran can be the substitute for Team 2. Or Team 1 even, I don't know, as well. But if that makes sense, then that probably... So does that sound good? Does that work? So I'll say that again one more time for good measure. So Team 1, Thunderous, Kevin Kiba Conowat, Team 2, Stack Attacker, Lily Foxy, Xander Silent Storm, and then Team 3, Kartana, Kieran. I'm a bit confused, Lily Foxy, because you mentioned about doing Kartana, but you said about only being able to do stack attacker. So if you can do Kartana as well, that would actually be a bit helpful potentially. But yeah, just so if that sounds good, then that's what we're going to go with. I am sorry, Kieran, but you can be the substitutes in case anyone needs to leave or anything. And then hopefully, and you'll probably get to, because we'll need you for like the wild card as well. So that's kind of why I'm like, oh, you might be a bit sort of at like heavy on like the end of the stream, if that makes sense. But I do apologize, because this does mean that like Kevin might only be able to do Thunderous, but then Kevin might be able to like host a wild card as well. So that's kind of why I'm like, well, hang on, let's push Kevin back, and then hopefully that works. So Team 1, Thunderous, Kevin, Keeper, Conowat, let's come on down. And then let's do this, and we'll speed run into the actual stream and stuff like that now. So here we go. We're going to connect to the internet. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. And we're going to do Thunderous on Xander Day without Xander. Even though Xander's here. Okay, so we're going to. So this is Kevin, Kiba, Conowat. Please come on down. It's kind of close to a Special K team. Conowat is like a hard C, right? Okay, let's go 0906 and then 1112. How about that for a code? And then let's do that. Yeah, let's do this thing. So, chat, my lovely chat, I have various stories and things to regale you with this weekend. But first, I need to point out how Thunderous is an awkward fellow, only weak to Ice and Rock. So those are the two main types we want to look out for. But then if we can't get Ice and Rock moves, or Ice and Rock types with those moves, then what we'll do is we'll have to look for things more defensively. So we'll have to look for things more defensively. And that includes, obviously, ground types, which are brilliant. Lightning Rod ability Pokemon, Raichu, or Cantonium Raichu, and Manectric. Although don't forget about the Volt Absorb, Jolteon, and Lantern. They can be nifty as well, especially Jolteon with Helping Hand. Kieran, I will remind you about the 59-second rule at this point, at this juncture. All is fair in love and war and using your 3 minutes to get in the lobby. Yeah, and then so we've got so those are the types, and then also don't forget about like dragon, grass, and electric types have the resistance as well. And then finally, Kiba made it into the lobby. Okay, excellent. Pokemon is fun, and it is not just my hobby. But anyway, Bo and Kevin and Victor and Sheridan. And then watch out for like Sludge Wave, Rain Dance, Weather Ball, Thunder. Weather Ball can change if we change the weather, so Rock is better than Ice for that reason. Let's do this thing! Did I play SV? Yes, I played it on this channel, which people can go back and watch if they like. But just keep in mind that I did play through that game like 1 week after it came out, so a lot of the secrets and things that we now know about the game were unknown back then, or at least during the first couple of episodes and stuff like that. So yes. Does anyone have the Galar fossil Pokemon? I have some. I don't know how many I have. Right, Frostlass, that's Ice. That's nice. Metal Sound on Durant could be useful. I'll just throw that out there. But yes. Yeah, you need to do like the Fossil Brothers stuff a lot. It's a bit easier if you have the DLC and you go to like the Watt farmer person. And you farm for the Watts, and then you can go to the fossil people and farm for the fossils. And then you just need to make sure you do one of every fossil, basically. Probably one of the hardest things to shiny hunt for. Or at least like one of the most tedious. Right, flying type. Okay. Because that's what Thunderous is. Okay. Let's see what we got. We do have Dragon to the right. We do have a Lowland Raichu, and then some grass types to the right. Amoonguss. And then there's Cherim, which isn't that helpful. I'm not really seeing a whole... I think the right path is probably the right path because we've got like a dragon and a grass type. So maybe we could switch like Exploud and something like Exploud or something. I don't know. It's a bit awkward. Jinx was really good. Jinx and Frostlass are pretty nice. So much grass and bug for the flying electric type. I know! What is this? You don't need them, you just need them in your Pokedex. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd still just say the Watt Farmer and the Fossil thing. Like, you probably get them all in, like, 20 minutes if you are efficient with it. I am going to go with Max Hailstorm, because that is way more powerful. I do apologize for the incoming hail, which will chip away at Exploud. Exploud will have 100% accurate Blizzard. Exploud does have Blizzard, so maybe we could keep it for the Thunderous. I don't know. But we'll have to... Actually... No, that's a terrible idea. No, never mind. That's a terrible idea. It's a shame. We do have Cherim, and Cherim does have Weather Ball, but we'd have to make sure it's not in the 4th slot. You don't want Cherim in the 4th slot. So, that's a bit awkward. But ooh, Metal Sound, very nice. Okay, I probably should have used the other... Well, no, actually, no, I can use the other... I can use the... Oh, okay, well, never mind. I was going to say next turn, I can use the other ice move. More like a nice move. But we KO'd it. So, yeah, there we go. Right, well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Yes. Chat, my lovely chat. What were the things? So I've said about Chi-Yu, so well done if you're doing Chi-Yu. I hope you guys have gotten your shiny Ting-Lu. If you have not gotten your shiny Ting-Lu, it is now available. So please make sure you should have at least 3 shiny legendaries from this event now. And a bunch of shards, which are less important. But you should have at least 3 shiny legendaries. So, Durant could maybe have switched, but I don't know. Maybe there's like some science on the way or something. Maybe we could do some science. I don't know. Let's see what we got. We do have a backpacker. I am more inclined to do the back. Oh, wait. Eldegoss does have Weather Ball. That's kind of fun. But again, that's kind of useless though. Oh, but there is science. Do we want to go for the normal? Do we want to go? Oh, wait, it's Chinchino. Chinchino has an ice move. Oh, okay. Okay, how about this? How about we go for the Chinchino? Sherido. Kiba can do some science. If we get something good, then Kevin could switch for the Chinchino, because it's a bit better than Exploud. But if Kiba gets something terrible, then we still have the Chinchino for afterwards. Does that sound good? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Does Frostlass have the like evasion in hail ability, whose name I've forgotten now? I'm just going with the bright powder in case. But there we go. But yeah, I say let's do that. Let's try and get Kiba something better with the science. And then if Kiba does get something good, that means Kevin has a marginally better option than Exploud in Chinchino. And then if Kiba gets something terrible, then Kiba has the Chinchino afterwards. Snowcloak, thank you. That's the one I was trying to say. I knew it was. I was like, it's not Ice Body, but it's the other one. But yeah, Snowcloak, evasion. So yeah. Okay. I have so I'm going to be like super evasive now, which means I'm not going to be answering any of your questions. So yes. So Chi-Yu, so that's Chi-Yu. Make sure you get your fight your Chi-Yus and collect your shiny Ting-Lus, because that's very important. Let's see. Oh, I'll say this at like the end of the video. I did post about this like right before the stream. There is an indie animation out right now. Espresso Beans. It's a little indie animation about cats. I'm in an episode. And it's cute and fun and funny, and I really enjoyed the pilot episode, and episode 2 was uploaded today, and I am in it. So have fun Googling Googling or YouTube searching that after this stream ends. Or maybe like Xander or Kramen will post a link knowing them. But they don't have to, I'm just saying. In fact, it might even be better if you actually do go on the old YouTube algorithm and search for it. Who knows? Like if you have to manually, physically search for it. But yes. Oh, we're 1 point off. 1 point. I'm not even going to use my slightly inaccurate moves here. I'm just going to use my one accurate move because we're so close to KOing this that I don't even need a super effective hit. Yeah, there's Xander posting it. So yes, thank you. So well done, everyone. Team 1. That was very nice. So I'm sorry, Lily Foxy. I don't do weekday streams anymore. But I do apologize. But happy early birthday, though. Watch Thunderous only use max moves on Bo, and every single one of them hits. What? Actually, no, Kevin. No, I'll one up you on that. Watch it use Watch it use Thunder without the rain after Hail has been set up and still hit me. That's what will happen. I'm telling you now. I'm calling it now. Okay, so here we go. So let's go to the right, to the right. I know we don't like going to the right here at Beauvo Games. But on this occasion, it is necessary. But yeah, so I'm in an indie animation. I did share it on my channel as well, so you can check it out on my channel community post section. Kiba. Oh, wait, no, Kiba didn't switch. No. Kiba, the science. Oh, okay, Kevin's going for the science. A risky science from Kevin. Oh, it's actually, Persimmion's okay, because it does have Rock Tomb, which is kind of nifty and useful. So, I will take it. We will take that. Honestly, this actually works out better, because I would rather Chinchino have an ice move now. Now that we have, because we have Frostlass and Jinx, I would rather have, the hail setup. So if you had gotten the Persimmon, you would have been setting up the sandstorm, which would have been okay. But honestly, as long as you definitely switch to this Chinchino, don't mess us around on that. Don't do the mess around. Everybody do the mess around. Don't do that. As long as you don't do that, then everything will be okay here. Whoa, that was a very low frame rate blink. Did you guys see that? That was a very low frame rate blink. But that's okay. But Thunderous doesn't have a flying move, so yeah, Persimmon is fine. It's just that it has a weak rock move is the thing. But it's useful though, because it lowers its speed, so that does help all of us. Is the 10-second delay just YouTube? Yes. Yeah. There's just YouTube. There's just a natural 10-second delay between the gameplay and the stream. That's just so that the stream can work properly. It would run worse if I tried to run it super duper live. So just having that little buffer does help out a lot with the tech side of things. So the 10-second delay is not a problem. But yeah, anyway, Chi-Yu, I have talked about it. Espresso beans, go check it out after this stream, or when you leave, or whatever. Or bookmark it now for later, save for later. And hit that like button. You can also do the hype thing now. So I have hyped it. I've been using the hype thing to try and help some of my quote-unquote smaller creators that I follow. Okay, I'm going to go with a Frost Breath just to see if this... There's also automated message from Nightbot about the delay that it posts time from time. Also true. Okay, so we... come on. No, come on. We're so close. Okay, there we go. So Cuba, you're gonna switch. Time for Durant to be ditched. Okay. So well done, everyone. Team 1, very well done. Very nice work. We're at a boss already. That's very cool. So yeah. Also, yesterday, and for like another 2 weeks or so, another Pokemon movie has been uploaded. The third and final one of the summer. They said they were going to upload 3 Pokemon movies for about 2 weeks each. They're now on the third and final one of their like little summer upload schedule. And Pokemon the Movie 3, or the third movie, Spell of the Unknown, or the Unknown. For that title, it sounds better saying unknown. Spell of the Unknown. It's my favorite of the original trio of movies. I think it's the best one. I was able to see some more of like the blemishes in it yesterday, because like when I watched those 3 movies like a decade ago, I think it was like only 9 years ago actually. I thought it was like longer than that. Thank goodness it wasn't. But when I watched the 3 movies like 9 years ago, I was kind of like, oh, the first one's not as good as I remember, the second one's pretty good, and the third one's like actually really good. And now I'm kind of a bit like, the third one is definitely like really good, but then, you know, I was able to see like one of the 2 things where its last act is like just a little slow paced, like just a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if Thunderous has better special defense or physical defense, so forgive me if I should be using triple axle, but let's see how this goes. But the third one definitely just does have like the best story. I like that there's like some personal connection to like Ash and his mother in it, and a connection, and we get to see sort of like the relationship between like Ash and his mum as well. I like that you get to actually see Ash's Pokemon, because you sort of in some ways, I don't know, like in the second movie you don't really get to like see much of like his Pokemon really. It's more just about the actual characters and not about their Pokemon. This one I feel like has the most of like Ash and his Pokemon, or sort of like Ash using his Pokemon kind of thing. But it's nicely paced. It's just got a really good story with good characters. I kind of like that there's not like a direct villain in this one. I think that's quite interesting. Like, again, there are some movies that like don't have a villain, or like where they kind of need one, or where there's not like a clear antagonist or something. And I'd say this movie has a clear antagonist, like sort of has like an antagonist but not a villain, or has antagonists but not a villain, and it works really well. So it's really cool. I think it's a good story. If you haven't watched it, check that out as well. Check out Espresso Beans and then treat yourself to a Pokemon movie. 70 physical defense, 80 special defense. That's interesting. Plus, the movie has some great Pokemon battles, which... Yes, that's the thing, Kevin. Like, it has some really good, like, sort of Pokemon versus Pokemon type combat kind of thing. Because usually if they have a battle, it's just usually like, oh, for the love of Nelly, rain dance. Usually in a Pokemon movie, if they have a Pokemon battle, it's like the bit where they like play a song at the beginning. They're sort of like, this is Ash from Pallet Town, and he's carrying on his adventures. It's like, hi, I'm random trainer girl that's gonna tag along for this movie. It's like, do you want to battle? And then it'd be, and then it'd be like, I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. And then like you'll just see like Pikachu battling, like whilst that music plays over the top. Whereas this actually kind of has some more like actual kind of like Pokemon combat type stuff like as part of the movie, which is cool. I like it. So also triple axle. Very nice. 3. Okay, and we did it. We won. We did the thing. Well done, everyone. Team 1. Very nice work. So please make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Do some stars and sparkles and stars if you haven't as well. I suppose you could hype this stream in theory, but save it for another creator. And then Team 2, Lily, Foxy, Xander, and Silent Storm. I hope you're all still around. Please get ready. You guys will be up and joining the lobby in just a couple of minutes, okay? So please make sure your switches are ready. Make sure you've done that update. And kind of get ready. It was close, but flawless victory. It was a flawless victory, wasn't it? So yeah, no, Team 1, very well done. So Fracture is not shiny. Eldegoss, I need a shiny Eldegoss. I don't think that's what a shiny Eldegoss looks like, though. Chinchino is also not shiny. But you know who I'd really like? As much as I'd like an Eldegoss, and that would have been very cool, that would have been a great moment. You know who I need? The slightly purple Thunderous! No! Oh, really? I even got to listen to James's voice yesterday and perfect my impression. No, I'm kidding. But look at that. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Let's not be too lax. There you go. Gentle or lax. There's always one. Timid. Ooh, sassy. A sassy Thunderous. I am gonna go with the hasty fracture. I've made my not hasty decision. I've thought it through, and I'm gonna go with the hasty Pokemon. So there we go. Fracture is all you need in this world. Bo, I think you missed a question from Yos Boys Bub. Oh, hang on. Where was that? Where was that? I didn't even see. Hang on. Oh! Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, hang on. Maybe if someone... Okay, Xander, if you didn't mind going in Team 3 and Yo's Boys Bub wanted to join us, then we could do that. If Yo's Boys Bub wanted to do a stack attacker. So if Yo's Boys Bub, if you're here, that was like 6 minutes ago. But if you're here and you want to play, like, let me know, and we could do that. Also, Xander, what is that emoji? That looks like a middle finger. And forgive me if it's not. Forgive me if it's like something else. But just with the way that comes on my laptop, that kind of looks like that guy's given the middle finger. And now Kieran looks like you're giving the middle finger. Again, forgive me if that's not what it is. Is it a thumbs up? That really looks like a middle finger. That does not look like a thumbs up. The only way that could, like, sort of looks like a thumbs up to me is because, like, the little green and, like, green is, like, a good... Okay, I can kind of see how it's, like, more of a thumbs up now, but that does look like a middle finger. That really does look like a middle finger. I was, like, I'm pretty sure... Xander's, like, not that salty about just the idea of, like, yeah, I'll be in another team, that's fine. Like, you know, plus, usually you do, like, the flip table emoji. Okay. Okay, so but Xander, you can be the substitute here, okay? So Lily Foxy, Silent Storm, Yo's Boys Bub. If you would like to join us for a stack attacker, then we'd love to have all three of you. And then if we get to 59 seconds, Xander can join, okay? So, Kevin, don't give Thunderous a thumbs up. He doesn't deserve that. If anything, he deserves a middle... Oh. Okay. Anyway, Bug, did somebody say table flip? So, okay. That really does... I might have to, like, ban that emoji. I'm sorry, but that looks too rude. Oh, you're having internet issues? Ooh. Okay, well, then maybe Yo's Boys Bob could be the substitute? No, I don't know. Okay. So here we go. Okay, well, Yo's Boys Bub, you can be, you can be in Team 3 Yo's Boys Bub, okay? So if you, that'll be in, 20 minutes, is that okay? If you didn't mind waiting 20 minutes, like, if you were able to sort that out and just don't mind waiting 20 minutes, I'm sorry, Kramen literally just, oh no, okay, yeah, and Kramen just literally changed that. Okay, so thank you. So, Lily, Foxy, Xander, Silent Storm, why don't you do a stack attacker now? And then we'll do Kartana in 20 minutes with, Kieran and Yo's Boys Bub. And if that sounds good, then we'll get going. Okay, so on the Ycom, please make sure you are connected to the internet. On the Ycom, please make sure you talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to have Xander join us for Xander Day. We're going to select Stack Attacker. And then we're going to do our saving. Oh, your name is Funky... Oh, by the way, if your name is Funky to say, just say Yo. So, but do you want to say Yos or Yos? Is that a Yos or a Yos? Amelia, you can join Team 3. You don't even have to wait for Team 4. You can join Team 3 if you like. Okay, so let's go 0906, which means tomorrow's 0907, which has kind of snuck up on me a bit. This week's been a bit of a crazy week, truthfully. Okay, so why don't we have Lily, Foxy, Xander, and Silent Storm now? So that's who we've got now. Lily, Foxy, Xander, and Silent Storm. And then in 20 minutes, we'll have Kieran, Yo's Boys Bub, and Amelia, who Kramen has just added to the spreadsheet, which, again, thank you, Kramen. So there we go. Yeah, so Silent Storm, Xander, and Lily. Yeah, okay, excellent. So you guys know this. Stack Attacker is super duper mega weak to both fighting and ground, but then water is great as well. Like if you get like a water team going in the rain, like water in the rain is like pretty much as good as those two other things. So don't knock it. Don't knock the rain. Okay. Garboda does have Drain Punch, so I will go with that. A Selgor could be good with Acid Spray for all the battles leading up to Stack Attacker. It's obviously terrible for a Stack Attacker, but it could be helpful, like, as a supporting Pokemon along the way. If we actually get some special attackers, which we don't seem to, which kind of sucks. But that sucks. But anyway, Pokemon Movie 3 have talked about. Espresso Beans have talked about. Chi-Yu have talked about. Oh, hang on. Right, hang on. Okay, Tyrantrum is to the left, and then... Oh, Raichu's to the right. You're one raid too late, Raichu. Hang on, I'm not seeing... Where are, like, the waters, the grounds, and the fightings? I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing them, guys. Executor does have Stomping Tantrum, so maybe we might want to go to the left, and Tyrantrum does have Superpower. So that's why I'm going to go to the left here. But maybe Tyrantrum could... Maybe, like, Xander could have Tyrantrum, because Superpower would become Max Knuckle, and that could be quite useful. And then we could have, like, Executor with Stomping Tantrum, and that could be quite useful. This is what I've... Xander, so you've... Okay, so Xander, you've actually organized things and you've got a bit of an estimate. I'm just trying to think, hang on. Let me think about this, Xander. Let me just think about this for like 1 second, because I do want to think about this. If we've been going for... We've been probably doing something like between like 55 and 60 weeks. And on average... You would have done something. You would have done something like at least at a minimum, you would have joined in on like 2 Dynamax Adventures a week. And this is bearing in mind that we used to do like Thursdays and Saturdays. So like, to be honest, there was probably a time where you were doing like 4 a week for a while. But basically, if we did like a very lowball estimate of like, well, you would have done at least 2 Dynamax Adventures a week. And we've been going for like probably like close to like 60 weeks, you would have done a minimum of 120, and that's a minimum, and I think that's like a very conservative minimum. So let's actually like get into the weeds here. If we said I did like 4 months, if we said I did something like 15 weeks where you did like 4 or 5 Dynamax Adventures a week, that would be like between 60 and 75. I'm really thinking this through here. Like 60 and 75, and then you would have done about like 2 or 3 a week for like the past like 8 months or so. Actually probably more than that. Oh no, wait, hang on. No, wait, because no, when did I start doing... No, wait, hang on. I don't know. Yeah, but then you would have done like 2 or 3. I don't know. No, let's say like you did like say 4 a week for the first like 15 weeks, and then we'll bring it back to like 2 or 3 for like a little while, and then let's say like, and then like 40 weeks or something like that, like 2 or 3, but then that it's gotta be like over 120. But like okay, is it over 150? Is it like, are you like past 150 now? Like, that's the main thing I want to know, if you're, like, past, like, 150. You've also done some on your own time. Oh, yes, you have. Oh, then I wouldn't know. Okay, I wouldn't be able to calculate that then. Sorry, I've been talking for, like, 2 minutes entirely too long. So you are past 150. Are you past, like, 100? Okay, actually, no, I'm not even going to say, are you past 175? Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me you're, like, past 200. Please don't tell me you're past 200. Don't tell me you're past 200. Don't tell me you're past 200. Don't say the phrase, I am past 200. Don't say the phrase, Xander. Don't let me know, Xander. Don't say the phrase, like, don't type the phrase, it is, and that's a dot, that is dot, and there's a difference between dot, it is, and it is dot. You're past 200? Oh, that's not ideal. Also, well done. Oh, wait. Actually, no, we wanted Xander to switch for this. Because Xander was, like, the superpower is going to be a better 4th place move than a 3rd place move. Glalie would be better switch. Yeah, okay. Glalie would be a better switch for, like, the Executor or something else. So let's see what we've got here. We've got... Okay, we could do either one of these. Should we go for the... Let's go for the Abomasnow. Because there's a scientist before the Executor. Yeah. Okay. I have a theory. A game theory. Why don't we have, like, Silent Storm do the science and Lily switch for the... Why don't we have Silent Storm do the science and Lily switch to the Executor? Because Glalie's good against Executor, so we kind of want... At least Xander has 2 shiny Nidokings. That's true. Okay, hang on. So we're past 200. Oh, gosh. Xander, is your estimate above 225? I'm just going in, like, installments of, like, 25 here. But... And this is where I put my shiny... Xander, I did almost post that this morning, but I was like, 1, I didn't want to, like, rub salt in the wounds. And 2, there was a Quagsire in the movie. So I was going to post the Quagsire. But yeah, it's a little high. Okay, so less than 250, but higher than 225. Because at that point I would say something like 233. Because I was gonna guess something between like 217 and 233, like when you said over 200. But then I was like, let me ascertain if it's like over 225. I'm showing up in the spreadsheet as an anonymous quagger. I don't 100% even know what that means. I know that's referring to the thing that you talked about a while back. I'm not, like, that forgetful. But, I don't know what a quagger is. What is a quagger? I know there's a quokka. I know that... I know, like, the little furry animal, the quokka. But a quagger? I've never... Is it 233? Yes! Yes, I got it! I mean, if I'd just said a number right away, like, guess how many, you know, I would have got it wrong. Because I probably would have said less than 200. But that's funny that I got it. Like, basically, I had, like, a 1 in 25 chance of getting that, basically, and I got it right, so that's quite funny. That is quite funny. Okay. Actually, I will say one thing. Abomasnow is quite good against Executor, but so is Glalie, so... But yeah. But it just doesn't really have anything much for the stack attacker, does it? According to Google, it's a subspecies of zebra, or zebra, from the 19th century. So, wait, does that mean it's, like, extinct now? That's kind of depressing, if so. Why would they put the extinct animals? That's very on their spreadsheets. That's very depressing. Okay, so okay. Lily went for the switch. Okay, so Silent Storm. I think if you go for some science here for the whimsy. Well, I know you do have acid spray here, but I think if you go for some science here, that'll be fun and whimsical. And then we can yeah. I thought it was a slur for a duck. That's kind of what it sounded like to me. I was gonna, but yeah. I purposely left that part out because, yeah, it's not exactly positive. Yeah, that's depressing. I'm sure science is working on it, though. But guys, oh, Torkoal. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. Against a stack attacker. I mean, it is weak to, like, Rock Slide, but Sunny move in the heat. And also, Sun helps out Exeggutor. So, yeah, okay, this is all right. Okay, so if we do Abomasnow for Exeggutor, this will be a good switch. This will be a good switch. I will share the memes under, but maybe I'll wait till we get to next Saturday, and that's if we do, because maybe we don't have to. Maybe today is the day. Maybe Chongyun's Eve will be your magic day. But okay, let's do some quick maths, Xander. Let's do some quick maths and see how unlucky are you? Let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So basically, Xander, whoa, Parson with a Face is back with a $4 super chat. Parson with a Face, thank you. That's really kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's really cool. And Lily, hi, welcome, welcome. And thank you for, and again, that really fun, cute little emoji with the bow tie, because my name is Bo. I like it. Well, it's not a bow tie because it's a bow on a bone. It's a bow on a bone, so it's a double bow. It's a bow tie. It's a bow, but it's a bow on a bow. You've tied a bow onto a bone, so it's not a bow tie, but it is a bow tied onto a bone, and I like that. So okay. Right. Bow on a bone for bow. Exactly. That's the spirit. Right, okay. Psycho Cut. No, I don't like that. Anyway, Xander, sorry, I did do your maths for you before I was so generously and kindly interrupted. Like, that's the kind of interruptions we like here at Bo Video Games. Oh, the hail. But why does it still look like it's sunny? Everything's, like, so pink right now. Okay. Sludge Bomb. I know I should be going for Gunk Shot, but it's not really that accurate, and I just kind of want the, like, consistency of Sludge Bomb. Anyway, Xander, I did just do some maths for you. I actually am, I do apologize because the numbers aren't actually as unkind to you as I thought they were going to be. I thought you were going to be in a much lower percentage bracket. Basically, if we all... I'll put it this way, right? If 100 people did 233 Dynamax Adventures, right? If 100 people went out and did 233 Oh, actually, Xander, now is that 233 since you got your charm? Just to, confirm that, because we did used to go by the how many since the charm, so I presume that we're still going by that metric. But so Abomasnow switch, Abomasnow switch, Abomasnow switch, Abomasnow switch, Abomasnow switch, Abomasnow switch, Abomasnow, please can you do the switch, because you get the stomping tantrum, and that will help harvest if you get a berry and a do-do-do, do-do-do, we'll get a berry, do-do-do. Berry. I know Xander is in danger of dying here, but if we can get one superpower, the thing is, we only need one superpower, and if Lily gets a berry, that works well with harvest and the sunlight. So if you get like a citrus berry, I probably should have had leftovers, but if Lily's able to get a berry, that works really well with Torkoal's drought. But you made sure to check the date for each Pokemon. So that is 233 since you got the... So that's like... See, here's the thing, though. So you are a bit unluckier than the number I'm about to say by virtue of the fact you did do a month of Dynamaxes without the Shiny Charm, but that would still, like, increase your odds of, deserving a Shiny, right? That doesn't take away anything. It just adds to it. So I've done your maths, right? If 100 people did 233 Dynamax Adventures, the number of people out of that group of 100 that you would expect to not have a legendary as shiny to be in the position that Xander is in, okay, is actually 9 or 10. Like 9 or 10 people. So there'd be like another like 8 or 9 people in the same boat. I thought it was going to be closer to like 5% or something, like 5 or less. Like I thought maybe it'd be like 6 at most, but like 5, 4, or 3%. You're not there, and me doing only weekends is not helping you, I'm afraid. So that's basically you're about the accuracy of a rock slide. You are a rock slide miss of likelihood here. Evil Flare Burst, hello. Okay, Stomping Tantrum, nice. That's a good hit. Right, Double Edge, more like over the hedge. Inferno, oh no! That's why you gotta just use Burning Jealousy. Inferno you should only really use like if you're Dynamaxing. Because like Flare Burst is just a way more consistent move. And like is basically just the better damage dealer. Right, here's a Max Knuckle, more like a Max Shuckle. But we will get the win here with the... Oh, that's great news then, since in my experience, rock slide misses all the time. That's kind of the issue that I'm having. Like, if you think of Xander's odds of not having a shiny as comparable to... Oh, that's so close. If you think of Xander's odds of not having a shiny as comparable to, like, a rock slide missing, you're going to be like, but I've had a lot of rock slides miss. It's like, yeah... I thought your luck was going to be... I'm not saying it's not bad luck, because that is bad luck. You already got 2 shiny legendaries, both in Ultra Sun. That's impressive. That takes a lot of resets. In theory, in game theory. Right, Burning Jealousy for the win! Well done, everyone! Team 2, we made it through. So we've got Kartana next. We actually do have our Kartana team lined up. So Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars. Make sure you always catch them. Ash, catch them. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Okay, but Kartana. So Kieran, Yo's Boys Bub, and Amelia, are you all still here? Are you all still ready? Please make sure you are ready. Make sure you keep in touch and comment that you are available and everything. And we'll get ready for the Kartana. And then, Xander, you can be on standby if anyone doesn't show up or anything like that. Almost lost your PC because you spilled water while sick. Oh no, but luckily survived with minimal damage. Minimal damage! That's good. So, Tyrantrum is a no. Abomasnow is an Abomano. Executor is just an Executor. But will we get the Golden Stack Attacker? No! Dang. I am overdue for a shiny myself. Nothing like Xander's, but but this is just a general shiny. I'm rather over odds. So no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles, and no sparkles. Let's see what we've got. Bashful, Adamant. Oh, wouldn't it be Adamant? Hardy and Modest. Look at that. We've got Adamant and like Modest, and then we've got 2 neutral natures. That's quite a nice little collection of 4 there, if I dare say so. I'm going to go with Hardy for the Executor. It's a mixed attacker, and so a neutral nature works pretty well with that. So. Okay, so here we go. So welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Stack Attacker? I'm going to say yes. So Team 3, Kartana. Kieran, Yo's Boys Bub, and Amelia, please come on down. Xander, you can be the substitute with the 59-second rule. So if you do not get in at 59 seconds... Well, I'll say one thing. If you have any issues and you're like clearly communicating with us, then I don't mind like reopening like a second lobby. But it's when people like don't join and they don't like tell us they're having an issue that... You know, it's like, well, then someone else can join. Okay, so let's make sure that on the Wycom, you are all connected to the internet. If it does not say internet in the top right-hand corner of your screen, please press the plus button to make sure you are connected within the game. That's very important. So once you are connected to the internet, you're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. And then if she asks about if you have any preference, you will just say anything is fine, because anything goes. But I will say katana, because that's what we're going to pick. And then we'll get the code ready. We'll go 0906, and then we'll go 1155. And then we'll do the thing. Yes. Okay, sorry, I should have pressed the button faster than that, but I was just a bit like, am I missing something? I should always be the first to press it, so hopefully I didn't dawdle for too long there. But this is going to be Kieran. I do apologize, Kieran, that it's been a while, but you will come into play later, I'm sure. Yo's Boys Bub, and Amelia. But if we don't hear anything from anyone, then Xander can join at 59 seconds. And then there we go. Oh, hang on. What did Giratina? Did Giratina say something? I can't see a message. Like, Crammond's randomly saying Premier Ball or Premier Ball. Next month is ZA. I'm looking forward to it too. Oh, what button do you press after you put the code in? Oh, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. So you press the plus, but once you're on this screen, you press the plus button to bring up the code, right? You press the plus button to bring up the code. You then type in the 8-digit code, press the plus button again, and then I think the game will sort of be like, is this okay? And you press yes, and then you press invite others, okay? If you have if we do get to the 59 seconds and you're not in, let me know, we can restart the lobby. See, that's the kind of thing where it's we won't go in without you because you've asked a question and okay, they asked everyone's favorite Pokeball. That's why I assumed, but I just can't see that message anywhere. Where is that message? Oh, hang on. Nope. Yeah, can't see. Oh, no, there it is. What is everyone's favorite Pokeball? That's a good question. Mine is the Friend Ball, because I like a good green Pokeball. Dive Ball's a good one. I like the Dive Ball and the Net Ball. Although I like the Net Ball more how it used to be in 2D form and stuff like that, when it's a bit saturated with the colors. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna redo this lobby because our people aren't joining. So, and I'll walk through this again just to be sure. So, Amelia, Yo's Boys Bub, and Kieran. Sorry, and Kieran. What we're gonna do? So, make sure you are on the Wycom connected to the internet. Okay, and you need to. And if it doesn't say internet in the top right, press the plus button. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say that we want to do a Dynamax adventure. Sorry, I did go through... So I went through those last steps just a little bit quickly, didn't I? So I do apologize for that. If she asks this question about having any preference, just say that anything is fine. If she doesn't, that's also fine. But I'm going to select Katana. We're going to save the game. You get onto the pink screen, okay? And when you're on this pink screen, you should have a question mark on the left of your screen. I have the silhouette of Katana. We're going to press the plus button for the link code. We're going to go 0906 and then 1158. We're going to press the plus button again. You can actually just go over to OK, but pressing the plus button kind of does it anyway. And then it will say your link code is blah, 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 blah. So 09061158, you press the A button for yes, and then the A button for invite others. And provided you are connected to the internet and that you have connected and you have entered that code and you do have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription, as long as you're on a good solid internet connection and you're not joining from a car park or you don't have some weird firewall or anything like that, you should be able to join. So hopefully that will make sense. Hopefully that's good. But yeah, Yo's Boys Bub, Amelia, please come on down. We are waiting on you. And let us know what's happening on your screen. Does the game just say communicating? Or are you connecting to each other? Or let me know what's going on, okay? Because we can... I do like the Quick Ball as well. Quick Ball's good. But yeah, I like the Friend Ball because it's a good green one. The Friend Ball is my favorite. And then I do like the Quick Ball. Quick Ball's very good. I quite like the Lure Ball. I like the sort of blue ones as well. So Dive Ball is good. Dusk Ball's pretty solid, but But yeah. It registered the code. You press invite others now. Yes, correct. Yes, please press invite others. So as long as you're connected to the internet, you have that, and the code is in the top right-hand corner as well. Like once you enter the code, it's in the top right-hand corner. So as long as in the top right-hand corner it says 09061158, you are connected to the internet, and you press that invite others. Yeah, that's what you need to do. So hopefully you'll get in, and then if you get in, but like Amelia doesn't, then Xander can just join in here. But hopefully this works. Maybe we'll try this like one more time. But if it doesn't work, we'll figure out some substitutes. Okay? You're getting ads. Oh no. The level ball. I like the level ball. Level ball's a good one. Okay. So I'm like trying to frantically type in like hit invite others, but I'm like hit Vintu others. I like did all the letters in the wrong order. But yeah, you need to basically you do need to like this thing. I do wish that it didn't say invite. Like there's got to be a better way to do that. Just if it said like enter code or something, or like search for others or whatever. Oh, hang on, right. You pressed it. Hang on. Let's try one more time because okay, right. This is the other important thing as well because I'm a bit concerned that Amelia might be falling into this trap. Hang on a minute. Please make sure. Please make sure you are watching live. The other thing to keep in mind is it's very important to watch the stream live, okay? So if you're watching on YouTube and you're like hovering on the video with a mouse, or you tap the middle of the screen once, like just with your finger, in the corner, you will see like a no, don't watch a tutorial. Don't leave or anything. No. It just this should work, but one thing as well. Make sure you're watching live because I don't know why Amelia joined with like 10 seconds left. That's a little bit concerning. But what you do have to make sure you're watching the video live. So just when you hover on a YouTube video or tap on the video once, you will see a circle in the corner, the bottom right-hand corner, I believe. If it's red, that means you are definitely watching live. You should only have like a 10-second delay between the gameplay and me talking right here, right now. But if you are if it's longer than that, though, it means you're not live if you have a gray circle. So just make sure you do have the red circle. I'm a bit concerned Amelia might not have the red circle. And then so what we'll do is we'll go on the internet. And we'll try one more time, okay? So Ycom, make sure you got the internet connected in the corner. Hopefully that is okay. And again, in the bottom left-hand corner here, your symbol will have a blue background with a white logo. That's how you know you're online. So we'll do the Dynamax adventure. Just say anything is fine. I'll say Kartana. And we'll do redo. We'll go one more time. So we'll do 09. Let's just do 0906, 0906, okay? We'll do that twice. So we press the plus button, and then on this, so your link code is 0906, 0906. I'm going to press A for yes, and then you're going to press A for invite others. But you don't need to look at tutorial because we're kind of pretty much just telling you everything you need to know. Like, we're not hiding anything from you. I know I did say about the watching live. That's not really like a game thing. That's kind of something we like realize when people like don't really respond to us, right? Well, it takes a while to realize people aren't responding right away. Sometimes it's very difficult to like tell if someone is like actually with you. But then what you need to do, Yo's Boys Bub, is you need to let us know what's happening with your game. Once you hit that invite others, let us know what's happening in your game. Because if it just says like connecting like again and again and again, if it just says like connecting, if it does that for like over 30 seconds, that's how you know you've got like some kind of issue, basically. Oh, no, sorry, communicating. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I said connecting. Sorry, communicating, yes. So if it just says communicating and it says it for like 30 seconds, that is like a weird issue. We have had this. I forgot I did write it down somewhere. Someone did say... So do you mind if I ask about your internet connection, Yo's Boys Bob? Like, what kind of, like, internet connection are you on? Xander, maybe get ready to join in. And then... okay, Amelia... Okay, so Amelia's in. So that's good. Oh, yeah, you can't use phone... Yeah, okay, you're on a phone hotspot. Yeah, you can't use phone hotspot. So I feel like I did say the phrase, like, sort of like a good internet connection or something earlier, but I probably didn't, like, elaborate. Yeah, it can't be, like, a phone hotspot. That's the issue. For whatever reason, this game... Or I think it is just specifically this game rather than, like, Nintendo Switches. Yeah, but, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield, they hate phone hotspots. So, can't remember if it's just this game or if it's like all games, but this game more than others. There was like one person who claimed one time they did a hotspot, and I guess it worked. But to be honest, I'm still skeptical of that because I think it was like they said that I used one in the past, and it was like, did you? Yeah. Okay, so maybe if we have Xander for this. Okay, but if you're able to get like on a proper internet connection, we'll try you again on another one. So Xander, thank you very much. Okay, so fire types, like the Torkoal we just had, are perfect for this. And special attackers and all that other stuff. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Yo's Boys Bub. But yeah, if you're able to get on like a nice, stable, secure internet connection, then I promise that will work, but that's like why it didn't. Lurantis does have Weather Ball, I will just say that, but I'm actually going to go with Ditto first, just because it's a Ditto. Let's see, Ivysaur, very cool. Speaking of Gen 1 starters, so last weekend, some of you guys may know or remember, I talked about doing old playthroughs of old Pokemon games. The Weather Ball Pokemon are always rubbish to have in fourth, so when I do mention them, it is better to get them right away. Ordino does have Flamethrower, so that's cool. Hitmontop is a fighting type, so that's cool. And then I don't really know what we do after that. There's Gerda. We could have the Gerda. Maybe we just like have you three switch for these Pokemon. Like maybe if Xander gets the Xander gets the Ordino, and then the other two get like Hitmontop and Gerda, and like that could be good. Does that sound okay? It's a very physical team, which I don't love, but it's kind of the best we have going. There we go. Okay. But I'm in Ordino now. Okay. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to just max strike, because that will hopefully work. I could maybe use a max flare. I tell you what. I'm going to use one max flare here, because this will help out Ivysaur. Ivysaur will be able to use Solar Beam here. If I do this, and then I'll switch to Hyper Voice after this. But if I use one Max Flare here, that means from like turn 2 onwards, Ivysaur will be able to use Solar Beam. And if Lurantis needs to use a Weather Ball to save on like Leaf Storm PP, you can do that as well. And in fact, oh, Poison, le poisson, how I love le poisson. Oh, you might be good now. Okay, okay. This is really cool, though. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to do a whole load of damage on turn 1, but we're going to start racking up the damage afterwards. Okay, like if we get like a Leaf Storm in to like boost the special attack, there we go. Yes, my friends. Okay, but yeah, if you did want to, you could switch to a Weather Ball after this just to see how much damage it does and stuff. Although, actually, hang on. It's funny, my max strike and my max flare, I think are like at similar power. I think they're like the same power level. Oh, no, no, no. Solar beam, solar beam. The whole reason I did max flare was for the solar beams. I would have just gone with max strike if... Ah, crud. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Because I inadvertently powered up that max flare there as well. Yeah, that was the whole strategy there. Like, you had Chlorophyll and Sunny Day. Okay, so we might have to go with, like, a second Leaf Storm here, just because I'm not sure if we're going to get the... this could be a little risky. I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. Maybe we'll get a good cheer. Maybe a Weather Ball will be enough. We have done 2/3 of the health here. So maybe, actually, Weather Ball is fine. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8. That was Feeble Air, not great. Wait. Oh, wait. Ivysaur's not dead? Oh, I thought Ivysaur died. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm thinking of Vikavolt. Oh, no, Vikavolt died. Okay. Oh, here we go, then. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sorry, when Vikavolt died, I was a bit like, oh, we lost the... Sorry, I sort of... Because Ivysaur was weak to a max flare as well, so sorry, I got all confused there. I sort of was like, oh, now we don't have the solar beam. But, oh, no, this is fine, then. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no, Draining Kiss. No. Oh, crud. Hang on. Oh, no, is the poison going to KO it? Did that Draining Kiss... Yeah! Okay. The Draining Kiss didn't heal enough. Okay, that was very... Oh, that was very close. That was funny, though. That was funny. Well done, Team 3. Well done. That was very close there. That was very... Like, that Draining Kiss almost saved it. I was like, oh, the poison will kill it. But then it used Draining Kiss, so it was like, oh, the Draining Kiss may save it, and then the Draining Kiss killed it. So, no, well done. A rare turn 3 poison KO. But yeah, if we hadn't used Solar Beam on that final turn, we wouldn't have won there. So well done for the switch to Solar Beam. Xander, I think you would be good for the Ordino here. Just because that'll put you in the the fireplace slot, the fireplace, like where the fire move for Dynamax. Okay, sorry. I'll make sense eventually. Okay, Hitmontop, and then hang on, who have we got? Oh, there is Science. Gerda. Kieran, would you like to do some science? If Amelia switches here, this is very important. If Amelia switches for Hitmontop, and then Kieran has like the Gira, and then Kieran does the science, and then you still have the option of Gerda if you need it. And maybe if you get something good, I'll switch for the Gerda, because like Ditto's not really that. It's good defensively, but it's not very good otherwise. So maybe we could do that. So Amelia, this is very important. Please make sure you switch for the and Amelia, you definitely are watching live, right? Like you definitely are only experiencing like about a 10-second delay. Like if you count the number of seconds, you're definitely only having like a 10-second delay. Right, Imposter. But look, my Intimidate will work now. Okay, well done, Team 3. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, I don't think I want to do coaching. Yeah, I think we should just attack here. Intimidate for everyone. Exactly. Okay. The more I hear Amelia, the more I'm suddenly watching ReZero. Or feel like watching ReZero. Ah, good reference. So chat, I was talking about starter Pokemon, wasn't I? Speaking of starter Pokemon, some of you who watched last weekend might have known that I did a Pokemon Red playthrough with like pretty much just my Squirtle. You know, I switched in a couple of like low-level Pokemon to like take some deaths and stuff like that. But yeah, so I did but basically I did like a largely like Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise playthrough, and I beat the game in like 4 hours and 18 minutes. So last like Saturday, I began a Pokemon Fire Red play. Was it Saturday? Yeah, I think it was Saturday. I did like a Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. I began one, and I don't think I really got to tell you guys about that. 2 hit one tops on the field. Time to let it rip. Exactly. Oh, I was half expecting a max ooze just for the special attack boost, but actually setting up the terrain and then just spamming grass over and over might be the stronger thing. Because setting up the terrain does give you like a boost to your damage. So actually going with grass over and over might be the slightly better like long-term thing. Oh, is that a crit? Yes. I was going to say, that is so much damage. Oh, he's wasting time on coaching. Okay, max overgrowth. Yeah, very nice. Kadoosh. Draining Kiss, more like a Draining Miss. Although, I will say a Hyper Voice is, I believe a Hyper Voice is stronger than a Draining Kiss. Once you factor in Stab, so we might want to switch to Hyper Voice. We'll quickly check, like, the stats and stuff. But, because Draining Kiss is only 50, right? So 50 times 2 is 100, but like Hyper Voice is 90, and that times 1.5 is 135. So I think, how strong is a Draining Kiss? It is only 50, right? Or is it 55? 50, okay. And then Hyper Voice is 90. So yeah, Hyper Voice is actually a little bit more powerful. It's good to like get the health back, but once you're at like full health, a Hyper Voice is pretty good. Oh, Hailstorm. No, don't you dare go for Ivysaur. Don't you do it. Okay, it's going for Ditto. I should tank that. Yes. No, yeah, max overgrowth is stronger. It's just sometimes like getting that turn 1 max ooze can kind of then like power up the rest of your like overgrowths for like the rest of the fight. But okay. Well done, team. But that's the thing, we beat it in 3 turns pretty comfortably, so basically it doesn't matter. It's just sometimes like getting into those precise number calcs can I think we have kind of done this where it's like where we've kind of calculated this where I think if a battle is 3 turns, like poison grass is like stronger, but if it's only 2 turns, just grass and grass is stronger, but that's also if you factor in stab. I'll do some calcs later. I'm kind of interested. So Amelia switch. It's important for Amelia to switch. The plan hasn't changed, so Amelia must switch. Amelia switch. Yeah. Okay, nice. Nicely done. Yeah, and then Kieran's gonna science. The future is now, thanks to Pie Pants. So if Kieran does some science, and then if you get something good, I'll switch for Gerda, and if we don't, then you can switch for the Gerda. Oh, that's really good! That's really good! I mean, shame you can't get a shiny of it, but still, that's really good! I'm getting a Gerda, then. Okay, nicely done, everyone. Team 3, this is shaping up nicely. What is the ability for Ordinode? That's a good question. Isn't there like healer where like your opponents can like get healed at the end of battles or if they switch or something like that? It's something like that. We'll check in a sec. I kind of forget the specifics on it because it's one of those like double battle abilities and I don't really like do double battles. Anyway, I did a Pokemon Fire Red playthrough with Squirtle because I'd never done a Fire Red playthrough with Squirtle and I hadn't finished it last week. I'd started it last week when I saw you guys, gals, non-binary pals, but I finished it after last week's stream. 30% chance to heal status condition. Oh, well, there we go. So it's like Shed Skin, but like for your partner. So that's kind of fun. I am going to just go with a Brick Break here. And obviously we want a Dynamax. Beyblade Burst Dynamax. But I did do a Squirtle playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red. So I did Pokemon Red with a Squirtle, and then I immediately jumped into Pokemon Fire Red with a Squirtle. And I basically soloed the game with that until like the end of the game, where I used my Master Ball for Zapdos. The thing I didn't realize, or that I overlooked or whatever, is that Zapdos doesn't learn Thunderbolt as a level up move. Like, Articuno gets Ice Beam, But Zapdos doesn't get Thunderbolt. It has Thunder. So I had to rely on Thunder, which kind of sucked. But basically, I then beat the Elite Four with like Blastoise and Zapdos. But the Lorelee was like the real challenge. Lorelee was like the true final boss. Because I saved the game before doing the Elite Four, but like I had to fight her like 4 times or something because I just didn't get like the luck I needed. I did also have some pretty bad luck, like I won't lie. I did have bad luck where I just was like, I wasn't even getting the amount of thunders you would expect. Like I needed like a little bit of good luck, but I wasn't even getting average luck for a while. And then on like the 4th turn, I got like the, you know, the moves I need. I'd like Thunder hit when it needed to hit, and I was like, there we go. That's all I needed. So yeah. But so that was really fun. So once I beat Lorelee, like the rest of the battle, the rest of the Elite Four and the champion went fine. And I was able to beat them like all pretty... Although, well, I was going to say, I did beat them pretty easily and pretty comfortably. The one thing, though, where, like, I think I was lucky, like, it was sort of like a breeze, but I was pretty lucky, was the rival, the champion battle Alakazam, where, like, I had a critical hit, and I like, one-shot it, and it was like, yeah, that was pretty lucky. Oh, gosh, it's using Focus Punch. And this thing ignores focus punches. Yeah. Right, Hyper Voice, come on. Yes, we did it, though. We beat the Girder, who is now mine. It's mine. Which is excellent. So well done, Team 3. I'm smiling with glee. Glee, did anyone watch Glee? What shiny legendary am I looking for? Well, this is Kartana. But yeah, the 5 I've got left are Thundurus, Stack Attacker, Kartana, Nihilego, Celesteela. Those are the 5 I have left. Those are the 5 that I need. And then I really don't need many... The only other, like, legendary I really need, that's, like, actually kind of, like, attainable or whatever, once I get those 5, but it's, like, not in this mode, is just Virizion. That's, like, the only one, basically. So I need to, like, save up a load of green passes to Pokemon Go, and then, like, next time Virizion comes back, which probably won't be for a while now, I then need to, like... go for it. Or maybe I just need to do some kind of soft reset for it. I don't know. But, right, here we go. So, Intimidate. The attack is down. That helps with the Leaf Blade, for certain, for sure. Okay, guys, gals, non-binary pals, let's do this thing. I'm going to break. I'm not going to Focus Punch. I'm going to play it safe. But this should go pretty well. But yeah, but that's like... So, and then Fire Red. So, Fire Red, I beat in 4 hours and 20 minutes. So, basically, I went from Pallet Town, getting a Squirtle, going through the game, took a quick detour to get a Zapdos, and then using that Zapdos and Blastoise to beat the game. I did it. Those 2 swept the Elite Four. I was very proud. Air Cutter. More like a hair butter. Okay. Fire Pledge, nicely done, Charmeleon. Charmelia would be if Amelia had the Charmeleon. Okay, Max Flow. Yes, Team 3. I'm smiling with glee. Yes. Okay, well done, Team 3. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars if you haven't already. And if you haven't clicked like on the video, it's time for Bo to shame his fans. Because we should have, how many likes should we have? Person with a face is obviously our number 1 fan. We should have at least 12 likes. Do we have at least 12 likes? I hope we have at least 12 likes, because we should have at least 12 likes. if not more. But yeah. Oh, guys, can I tell you a funny thing? I said after I beat Laurelie, this is a good story, I promise. I said after I beat Laurelie that I had like a pretty smooth time with the Elite Four. That's kind of a lie. Order no. Hitmontop is a no. Gerda is a no. But will we get a silver thingied katana? Oh yeah, please don't do too many emotes. Just like 4 or 5 or 6 is fine. Oh, the silver thing! I wasn't looking. I was looking at Xander's modding duties. The silver thingied katana. I got it. The silver thingied katana. It doesn't really. The silver thingies aren't really a particularly noticeable feature, is it? It is the dark blue things. The dark blue thingied katana, which actually looks a little bit purple. To be honest, looking at it on this screen, I'm sure it's like blue on other games and other things, but on this screen right here, right now, it looks kind of purple. But the silver thingied katana, I needed this. I haven't had a shiny. I was like over double odds for just a shiny, but like I got it. The silver thingied katana. Yes. Yes, the Pokemon Gold and Silver thingied katana. Yes, okay, order no is an ordered no. Hitmon, if you haven't liked the video, now is the time to do so. After that, okay? But there's the Gerda, there's the katana. Let's just check some nature. Serious? Why so serious? That's why, because it's a Silver thingied katana. Yes, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm very happy with that. Would you like the katana? So you like katana? Yes, I would, Kent. So you handed over your Pokemon and you got your like flawless victory katana. Well done, Team 3. Oh my gosh. It has a really good end of its animation to get the perfect pose as well. So you saved you again. Well done on defeating a tough opponent. I hope we'll see you again soon. Now the question is, who do you, here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. I think Kieran, because you have Nihilego and you are our most sort of consistent person here, I think it's probably better if you keep the Nihilego, and that also like guarantees you an extra Dynamax adventure each stream. But so I think, Kevin, would you be able to host a Celesteela, and then we will add Celesteela to the tickets? Oh man, I just need like one more and then I can like solo these off stream. But yeah. Oh, we have 4 left now. We actually have fewer tickets than we do Dynamax Adventures we aim to do each day. We normally try to do 5 Dynamax Adventures each day. For a little while, we've kind of just been doing like one of each of those 5. Now we actually get to double up some things. So this is interesting. Giratina, could you do one? If you want to join in and you're available, then yes, we'd love to. So here's what we're gonna do. So we've got Celesteela. We're gonna have and Yo's Boys Bub is gonna join us. So Giratina, are you able to join us? Would you like to join us right now for a Celesteela? If that's what you're asking, you're in. You know, you're in the team. But yeah, if you want to join in, then you are very welcome to, and then we'll figure out Team 5 can be like Kieran with a Nihilego, so I'm putting Kieran on. I think we have to have Xander, just because like it is technically Xander Day, and numerically it's been a very pitiful Xander Day. I mean, well, Xander did just come through for us, I suppose, but you know, but we'll see. We'll try and have Xander. I suppose Xander did technically just do that one, but it was as a substitute. I don't know. But why don't we have and then Kevin? So Kevin. So this is going to be hopefully Kevin, Yo's Boys Bub, and Giratina. I don't know if we need to line up a substitute. I think maybe Xander should be the substitute on Xander Day. But okay. So here's what we're going to do then. Okay, awesome. So Giratina, Yo's Boys Bub, Kevin, you 3 are going to be who we're playing with. Please make sure that on the Wycom You are connected to the internet. It says internet in the top right-hand corner. If it does not, you need to press the plus button so that it does. You will know that you're connected, even if you're not looking at the Ycom. By looking in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll have your blue background and white symbol, okay? And then what we're going to do is Kevin is going to give us the code, okay? So Kevin's going to give us the code on this one. So what we do is we talk to the scientist lady. If she asks about any preferences, I'm just going to take a screenshot of that because that's always funny. If she asks us about any preferences, we just say that, like, anything is fine. Because we're not Kevin. Kevin, though, is going to be selecting Celesteela. And then Kevin has got a code up for us. It's going to be 0906 and then 0907, which I did that once earlier, right? I did a double 0906 once, but there we go. So we got Kevin, we got Bo, so we should have Yo's Boys Bub, and we should have Giratina. And then there's Yo's Boys Bub, yeah, yes, and Giratina, all right. Okay, we made it. So Celesteela is like a Skarmory. It's flying and steel type. So that means it's only weak to fire and electric, okay? So we want to look out for fire types, electric types, fire moves, electric moves, okay? But Yo's Boys Bob, you made it. Right, Thievul does have a fire move, but we actually have stab electric. So do we go Thievul? Do we go? I'm gonna go Duraludon first, just because like double electric. But because like it's better to stack up on one type. Like if we've got like electric types, like we should keep adding electric. Like I would say like Malamar is better than Thievul because like it's more electric. Like we can set up electric terrain and do more electric. So like once you kind of like have a type, you kind of want to like keep, well not with like every type, but this way we have like electric. So this is pretty good. We will need to be careful with like any stat boosts, but I don't think we need to worry about that actually. Let's see if there are any more electrics though, because that ground type could be like a Stunfisk, for example. So let's see what we got here. We've got Metang does have Thunder Punch, so Metang could be a little bit better than Malamar, but let's see what we've got. Ground type's Quagsire, Quag! We don't want to face that. Oh, but there is a Togetic to the right. I'm going to go... Okay, oh no, wait. I said Metang was better. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I think we already have, like, I was nervous about the left side, because there was, like, Flygon, and I don't know. Sorry. Zanda, gotta feed cats, BRB. Feeding cats leads to shinies, except for right now, where we're feeding cats after getting a shiny. Okay. But the thing is, Malamar's got, like, super effective Psychic here. Stab, super effective Psychic. So, as long as we don't get first impression, we're okay. Which I'm aware that I have jinxed it by saying that. We want a Dynamax on turn 1, because Dynamax is busted. There's very rarely a reason not to Dynamax. And we'll always talk that through if we do, okay? If you ever have doubts about Dynamaxing, we'll talk it through. But yeah, and so and Kiba's actually just said the same thing. So yeah, so just make sure that we do turn 1 Dynamax because it is so busted. And the thing is, because we generally want to finish, we always want to finish these battles within 3 turns, but also just as quickly as possible. And Dynamax is a way of achieving that as well. So. See, that's why we didn't need to set up the terrain, because we've, like, by having an electric team, we've got, like, terrain setters. So we can just, like, attack with our electric moves, and then we're, like, nice and good. Right, I'm actually gonna go with the Thunderbolt here, instead of a Breaking Swipe. No, Yo's Boys Bub, don't worry, you've done nothing wrong, everything's good, you're doing great. Okay, so we've got the Max Lightning, very, very frightening. again, like, because did you say, or was it someone else? Did you say like it had been a while since you'd done this mode? Like, because if it's been a while since you've done this mode, you might sort of forget about all the different like Dynamax effects. So, and I do apologize. Like, I hope we don't I hope we don't leave anyone behind. It's just a lot of us have like been playing this mode together for like a year, so we're just very familiar with things like, oh, if you're a fire type, the sun's out, water type, rain, ice, hail, rock, sandstorm, like ghost lowers defense, dark lowers special defense, fighting improves attack, poison improves special attack. You've got the 4 terrains like electric, grass, fairy, and psychic. So we're just like very kind of like familiar with these things. So if there's anything where we go a little too, if we ever go a little too fast for anyone, like, please let us know, because we are just kind of used to Dynamax, and we kind of assume that in some ways, and maybe incorrectly, but we do kind of assume that if people are playing the Dynamax in like 2025, that they like sort of are quite familiar with Dynamax. So that's maybe something we take for granted, but yeah, no, so don't worry. You're doing great, though. Why don't we go for the Basculin? Because we've got an So why don't we go right for the Basculin, because we've got an electric team, and then right for the Togetic, because it's a flying type. And then this way, like, see, Yo's Boy's Bub, it's one of those things where there are, like, so many different combinations in these modes. It's kind of difficult to, like, get everything across. But, like, usually, there are kind of, like, two ways, there's sort of, like, two primary ways that I would say, like, you pick paths in this mode. Number one is you fight the Pokemon that, like, you need to recruit. Like, we said we needed, like, fire and electric moves. So, in a situation like against Kartana in the last time, if we'd have seen, like, a fire type or a fire type move, we would have been like, right, we're prioritizing, like, going in the direction of that Pokemon. If they're on the right-hand side, we take the right-hand side, that kind of thing. So you get the Pokemon you need. But if you have the Pokemon you need, sometimes the things you can do is just pick the path of least resistance, like the path that, like, you are super effective against. And sometimes you kind of mix and match those two things. So sometimes it's like, right, there's like one amazing Pokemon in the top right-hand corner, so we do need to go to the right, but we'll just pick whatever is like the easiest path to get us to the right. So in this case, we have a Basculin and a Togetic. We have a team of electric using Pokemon, and then we have a Basculin and a Togetic. So that's just, like, really obvious. A Tangela would have been quite awkward for this team, whereas a Basculin, minus the fact that it did just KO us, and that sucks. Oh, wait, hang on. The Sturdy! Or the Berry, or the... Yes, okay, no, never mind. We hung in there. But yeah, a Basculin is just generally easier for us to go with. But Max Lightning sets up the terrain, so we don't really need to worry about, like, using the move electric terrain, because, like, we've got all these, like, electric type Dynamax users, so yeah. So we never need to worry about it. And because we want, and here's the other thing as well, because we want to finish battles in, like, 3 turns, we generally do want to attack. The times you, like, don't want to attack are sort of, like, basically, the times you don't want to attack or use, like, a stat move or something are generally if doing so speeds up the battle. So, like, if going a little bit slower at the start then results in a faster finish, that's kind of like when you, like, don't want to attack. And so a move like Electric Terrain, if you have a load of electric users, can be good, but the Dynamax already does that for us, so that's also why don't need to worry about it too much. Like, you can probably just use Rising Voltage for, like, every single move for the rest of this adventure. Like, Malamar can just use Thunderbolt. Luxray can just use Rising Voltage. I can just use Thunderbolt. Berries! Kevin can just use, like, Electro Web. Maybe Kevin might want to use, like, a Nuzzle on the Celesteela, maybe, because it is kind of bulky. Like, maybe a Nuzzle on turn 1 could be useful. But otherwise, though, we're good, I would say. No, you guys are doing great. Yost Boys, Bob and Giratina, you two are doing great. Again, like I said, I think we are at a point where if you just, like, use your electric moves, like your Rising Voltage and Thunderbolts, and Dynamax if you can Dynamax, okay? If you ever have the option to Dynamax. But just use your offensive move, basically. Use your offensive move, and if you can Dynamax and use your offensive move, do that. But that's kind of the thing. Like, one thing we often kind of say here is you really don't need to, like, overcomplicate it. I think sometimes people can get a little bit too, well, if I do a bit of this and a bit of that, and it's like, no, just attack. Like, I promise you, sometimes, like, a lot of the time in this mode, just attacking is the best thing. There are sometimes, like, there are some really good strategies, and we do use those, but they usually do also still revolve around attacking. But yeah, look at this. Look how much damage we're doing. Oh my gosh. Oh, did Togedemaru have Iron Head as well? Because yeah, if you have Iron Head, we'll go with that. The quickest route from start to finish is a straight line. You're gonna have to Dynamax on the Legendary. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We want you to Dynamax on the Legendary. We've been building up to this moment where you will be Dynamaxing. You've got this. You have the power. So well done. See, look at that. Did we just beat that in one turn? Like, Togetic, right, is a bulky Pokemon that can be very annoying. Like, if you don't have super effective moves against Togetic, it can kind of just be a pain. But we just breezed through that. We breezed through that. So, well done, Team 4. Please remind me to save this Pokemon afterwards. I don't want to... I can feel I'm getting distracted. But yeah, we don't want to switch. Again, normally we have all kinds of, like, strategies about, like, oh, do we want to switch or whatever? But no, this is just... We've got our team. Our team is awesome. Favorite strat, just punch them in the face. And often in this mode, it works pretty well. So, yeah, we avoided the wing flaps. Yeah, save the Pokemon after this. For the love of Nelly, don't let me get carried away. Right, Celesteela. Here we go. So, well, Team 4, though, seriously, this has been a very smooth, quick Dynamax adventure, so well done. Very well played. Okay, so Malamar, you can't Mega Evolve, but you can Dynamax. You can't Mega Evolve until next week, but you can Dynamax. So let's do this thing. Or maybe I should say you can't Mega Evolve for a month, but... I mean, but that's the thing. Can you imagine, though, if it's, like... Not, again, we did joke this earlier, but can you imagine if, like, we didn't... That's a cool avatar and outfit, by the way. I love that jacket. That's great. Time to fight Bamboo Rocket. Exactly. That's the spirit. Here we go. We got a big Malamar. Right, Nuzzle. Okay, so yeah, Kevin, you are permitted that one slightly less offensive strategy because paralysis is useful. Like, if it means it doesn't attack us with, like, an earthquake, we kind of want that. Right, Rising Voltage, very nice. And then Max Lightning, very, very frightening. Again, it's a bit of a shame because Malamar is, like, slower than everything else. But again, turn 1 is the setup round. We now have our terrain up. We're going to Electro Web and Rising Voltage and Thunderbolt. It's going to be great. So even though we did a bit less damage here on, like, turn 1, we only did, like, we did, like, about, like, 40% of its damage. And it just healed back up. So now it's going to be closer to, like, a third of its damage. Oh, no. But if we all attack, we actually might be able to KO this here. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay, so speed is down. Its speed can't go any lower. Like paralysis, the Electro Web, Rising Voltage. I don't think we're gonna quite KO this, but we're gonna be close. It is getting desperate, so it will start using generative AI. Watch out for that. Ooh, very nice. Okay, but we're definitely gonna get it on turn 3. He'll lay the smackdown on you. But no, well done. Was I just paralyzed for the second attack? That's pretty nifty if it was. Okay, and then here we go. One more round of electricity. This should do the job. Come on, come on. We're getting so close. So speed is down again. All right, Thunderbolt and Lightning. Very, very frightening me. Rising Voltage for the win. Yes! Team 4. Well done, Team 4. So you want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them. You do have to keep the ticket, though. But you also want to catch it. But you do need to catch them. Ash, catch them. Star of the 3rd Pokemon movie. Oh no, it took 11 HP. Whatever will we do? Exactly. No, Team 4. Very well played. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yo's Boys Bub, I'm really glad that you... again, thank you for sticking around with like the internet issues and stuff. I'm really happy you were able to join us. That was awesome. And Giratina, thank you for joining us. That was awesome. That was really awesome. That makes me happy. Okay. So here we go, everyone. Good luck with the shinies. Xander did feed some cats, so you never know. Phalanx is a no. Basculin is a no. Togetic is a no. But will we get the white bamboo Celesteela? Ow. It would have been nice to have gotten 2 in a row. I mean, it'd be very greedy, but it would have been nice. Okay, let's have a quick look. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Make sure you do a patented double check. Check the Galar symbol as well. But yes, ticket. Right, let's just do a quick mild, hasty. Let's not be too adamant. And naughty. Everybody is naughty. But I am actually going to go with the hasty Basculin. And then we need to save this ticket. So hang on, I've got my finger on the A button. I'm going to hold my controller up in front of my face so that I can see my thumb is on the A button. Would you like to save the Celesteela? Yes, I would. Okay, Kieran, you are up next. Okay. Okay, so excellent. So chat, my lovely chat, we have 1 round left. We have, Oh, that's weird. It's counted Yo's Boys Bub twice. I'm guessing that's like the name duplicate thingy or whatever. Anyway, bug. But here's my theory. So Kieran, you are going to be hosting. Oh, Giratini, you don't need to get rid of it because I have the ticket. Well, I have the. So if you ever want to play with me, I have Celesteela now. So, those are some good tickets you have. So you don't need to keep the Celesteela. Just I needed to keep the Celesteela. And I mean, if you want it for yourself, so you can go off and do it yourself, that's fine. But just I needed to save the Celesteela. So that's what we're going to decide. We're going to decide who is on the Nihilego team. So, chat, can I ask you who is around and able to do a... Could you please let me know who is around to do a Nihilego? If you are able to do a Nihilego, if you don't already have a shiny of it, or if you haven't already like captured it in your game, if you're able to shiny hunt for a Nihilego, please could you let me know? Could you please say strike the number of times you played today, and then say I can do legendary tickets? I just want to see who is still around and who is interested in playing. We have 2 open slots. I think we are going to have to do the Nightbot random selection game. No, Yo's Boys Bob, if you've only played once, and if a load of other people have played once, you're welcome to join. Like, I did ask that once in the past. I did say, like, should we factor in whether someone has just played? But if 2 people have played once, it doesn't matter if one of them only just played. They have both played once. It's like if 2 teams have scored a goal, The one that scored first doesn't deserve to win any more than the other one. Well, although some could argue, but they held the lead for the while. It's like, yes, but they lost the lead. And the other team caught up. Like, there's something to be said about catching up. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so Giratina is going to go hunt for a Togetic. So please let me know if you're interested in playing and you're interested in Annihilego. Yeah, do it, Yo's Boys Bub. Okay, so we could have okay, so we could just have Kieran, Kiba, and Yo's Boys Bub. If that sounds good. I am sorry that it's been a pretty light Xander day, Xander, but I do have a bit of a plan, maybe. If this situation with you and your shinies gets dire, I have a bit of a plan. You have a lot of watts. That checks. If you haven't checked for a while, you probably have a lot of watts. Okay, so why don't we do that? Why don't we have Kieran, Yo's Boys Bub, and Kiba, and then we will do one final round. So please make sure you are connected on the Ycom, or still connected on the Ycom. Make sure it says the internet in the top right hand corner. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady, who is going to offer us some options. Wow, I've had Thunderous for so long now. Oh gosh. And then here we go. And then we'll say, so just say anything is fine unless you are Kieran. And then Kieran has offered up the code already. So we're going to press the plus button. We're going to go 55787664. So it's 55787664. We're going to press the plus button. We're going to press the A button. We're going to press invite others. And there we go. So thank you all so much, everyone. Let's see how the rest of this goes. So this is going to be Kieran, Yo's Boys Bub, and Kiba. Quick reminder, Nihilego is poison and rock, which means he's super duper mega weak to ground moves. So let's keep ground moves, not the sponsor of this video. Ground moves is the best thing to go for, but then steel is like the next best thing, and then water, and then psychic. So ground is best, and then steel, and then water, and then psychic. So there should be lots of options, but you can get an unlucky path. So, no more internet problems. Hi, diddly dee. No internet issues for me. Which is good. So Yo's Boys Bub, if you, I am around tomorrow as well. So if you're around tomorrow, you'd be welcome to join us again. But yeah, I did used to stream on the weekdays as well, but we then had less interest, and yeah. So I then kind of cut it back to the weekends. These are all terrible for a Nihilego. But Hitmontop has Drill Run, so that's something. Magneton's a Steel type. Let's go! Well, with a Steel move as well. Let's go! So Magneton is great. So at least you've got, like... So Yo's Boys Bub, you are sorted for, like, the rest of the adventure. So is the Basculin, I would say. Basculin's good. Okay, we do have Quillfish to the right. There was Kadabra, but I would say Quillfish is better because it's physical. So maybe we go for Quillfish. Oh, there is the Meowth evolution, Berserker, but I think I still think we should probably go to the. Oh gosh, this is so annoying. I still think like going to the, because there's a Gastrodon, and I don't know if we're going to be able to go to the right. Was that like Copperaja? We'll figure out the rest, but yeah, we'll figure out the rest later. But for now, we have 2 physical waters. Well, I think we only actually do need to do like 2 switches, don't we? Probably. We need to get rid of the fracture for certain. But like if we've got like 2 other waters, this actually isn't too bad. Should we get rid of the fracture first? And then, because I have Intimidate, so if we have Intimidate with Quillfish and Hitmontop, the rest of the stream will go very slowly, but we will be good at shutting out physical attackers. There is a Alolan Raichu, who is as psychic and super effective as well, which is true. But it is a special attacker. We do want to try to prioritize... Oh, yeah, because one thing about Nihilego that I didn't say is we do kind of want to try and prioritize physical over special, even though it does have a move that makes that idea kind of moot. But we'll see how it goes. We do need shiny Alolan Raichu. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We do have a water team, though. So... Right, crunch, more like a lunch. Right, max Wormwind. Okay, I'll see how much damage we do, because I'm a bit worried. I might need to, like, do a coaching or something because of that Intimidate. We, like, have a very physical team, and we got intimidated. So, we'll see how it goes. Edit Guy! Hi, welcome, welcome. I feel like it's been a while. Forgive me if it hasn't, though. But lovely to see you. Oh, Electrical Yo's Boys Bub coming in clutch there. Saving the day. Saving the day! We have Kiba with us, but it's Yo's Boys Bub. Saving the day! Yoza, 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 he's here to stay. Right, okay. Well done, everyone. Well done. Seriously, that's going very well. So can I tell you my quick funny story that I didn't get to tell you about my Pokemon Fire Red playthrough with the Blastoise and the Zapdos? So, like I said, the Lorelee battle was quite hard. I went through it in a few turns. I think I, like, forgot to heal or something for the Bruno fight, and I was like, oh, crud, Bo, you forgot to heal or whatever. Because, again, I was just kind of, like, powering through. In, like, a regular Elite Four playthrough, I would always, like, make sure everything is healed. But when you're doing a more, like, minimalistic playthrough, you don't. So I got to Bruno, and I, like, had... And basically, my Blastoise... I think, like, my Zapdos had been... I think my Zapdos... No. Yeah, no, I think my Zapdos had been KO'd, but I still had my Blastoise, and my Blastoise was faster and more powerful than everything that Bruno had, right? So, like, I beat, like, his Hitmonchan, I beat his Hitmonlee, he then had his Machoke, and his Machoke got a critical hit, and I had, like, 11 HP or something like that. It was like 6 or 11, it might be even like 6 HP. No, I think it was 6 HP. So I only had 6 HP. So yeah, I think Fracture's good to get rid of here. And then we'll try to get rid of my Hitmontop after this. And then, yeah. So Fracture switch, Fracture switch, Fracture switch. That's nicely switched. So yeah, Magneton is like a really good Pokemon, so you're good for like the rest of the run here. You won't be that good against the Gastrodon here, but if you just use your like Flash Cannon, you'll be okay. Oh, there is a... Kieran. If you'd like, Kieran, we could go for the Durant. And you could do some science, if you like, just for the sake of it, for the lols, for the memes. Because I don't think there's really anything else we're especially... Well, or we could go against Seadra, because it's easy for us to beat a Seadra, because we have quite an electric team. Actually, no, we don't. We only have Magneton. Actually, yeah, maybe the Durant is just the easiest thing for us to go against. And then you could do the science, and then if it's bad, you could switch for the Durant. Because Durant is good against Nihilego. Normally we wouldn't be so risky with the science, but because I only stream on the weekends now, we kind of go for it a bit more. For the memes. Okay, I'm going to Brick Break Max Knuckle. So anyway, Bruno. I am going to talk about Bruno. So Zapdos was fainted, but I had beaten, like, Hitmonchan, and I had beaten Hitmonlee with Blastoise. I'd beaten Machamp with Blastoise, but I had 6 HP left. And all he had left, all Bruno had left, was his second Onix. And I was like, because yeah, all he had left was his second and final Onix. But the thing is that Onix is pretty fast. So I was like, if I'm just faster than this Blastoise, then, faster than this Onix, my Blastoise will win. But, okay. Unfortunately, Gastrodon doesn't have any special moves. So So I would just go with, like, Flash Cannon for the... It's a bit of a shame. Normally, Magneton against a Gastrodon, it has what is it, Magnetic Rise, and normally that would be a great move, but the Gastrodon doesn't have any ground moves. So, basically, because of this Gastrodon's moveset, I think you do just want to use, like, Flash Cannon, like, again and again and again. I know it's not very effective, but it's kind of just, like, the best thing you're able to do here. I know it's a shame. Gastrodon's a good special attacker. I'm kind of surprised it's not a mixed attacker in this mode, because, like, that would be pretty good, but you might get a special defense down here. Nope, okay, I thought that was going to happen. But yeah, anyway, for a bulky Pokemon that we don't have a grass type against, though, we're doing a good job here. So well done, everyone. Just keep going with, like, your water attacks, and I'll keep going with my max Knuckles, and we'll see how this goes. I'm boosting our attacks, so go with physical if you've got it. But yeah. Okay. So, right, Liquidation. Flash Cannon. Ah, so close. Special defense drop, even though that's kind of pointless at this point. Yep, of course. You get it on the second one, not the first. But anyway, so Blastoise versus Onix. 6 HP versus full HP. If Blastoise attacks first, I win. If Onix attacks first, 6 HP probably isn't enough to survive on. Onix is very, very weak, but 6 HP is just, like, not enough to survive on. I enter my move, I wait to see how the turn plays out, and Onix attacks first, and it KOs my Blastoise. And as I said, I only had Blastoise and Zapdos as attackers, so I didn't have anything to, like, attack this Onix with, right? And all I had were just, like, my HM Pokemon that I had been using throughout the game, right? But one of the HM Pokemon I did have, and it was my strength user, was Lapras. And you might be thinking, oh, Bo, did you, like, teach your Lapras Surf or something like that? Nope. And it's like, well, then how was your Lapras helpful? Well, what Lapras did have was Perish Song. And so what I did was I used Perish Song with Lapras. Like I said, Onix is very, very weak, so it literally is not able to take out Lapras in one turn. Like, Onix was, like, level 56 or something, or 55, 56. Lapras was level 25. Onix couldn't take it out in one hit. So Lapras was able to get Perish Song in. Sorry, I'm not switching for the science. So Lapras was able to get Perish Song in. I then switched to, like, my Spearow, which was my fly Pokemon, right? So I switched to Spearow, who had fly, and then I like used the move fly, I think, like, to try and avoid it. And then I think I did fly up in the air. I think it, like, did something else, like Sandstorm, or maybe it KO'd me. I can't remember. But basically, I got my 3 turns of Perish Song in, and because it was the last Pokemon left. And so I did win against Bruno without my Blastoise and my Zapdos. Again, if I were doing it again, I would not use Zapdos against Hitmonchan, because I was like, wait, doesn't this Hitmonchan have counter? And it's like, Hitmonchan used counter and KO'd my Zapdos. And I was like, yep. So I made a big oopsie there, but he made a big oopsie by not being prepared for a Lapras. So I beat Bruno with, like, a team of level 25 and under Pokemon. Like, I beat his final Pokemon with a team of level under 25s, or 25 and under. Couldn't believe it. That was great. And then the rest all went pretty smoothly, and it was fine, and it was good. Like I said, the champion Alakazam, I was very lucky on, because I did get, like, a critical hit on it, and I think I would have been in trouble if I hadn't got that critical hit. But oh, Sigilyph flinched. No. Also, nicely done with the Max Lightning. Very, very frightening. And that burn is helpful as well. So truly, Bo used the strategies of champions. I do. Wolfie uses Perish Song, so if he uses it, I can use it. Right. You came in like a waterfall. Very nicely done. So Team 5. This is going very well. So yeah. And then the other thing, so after I beat Fire Red, I then went back and played Pokemon Sapphire. And I did a Squirtle, and so I did Blastoise and Zapdos, and then I did Swampert and Kyogre. Although it's not really fair saying Swampert and Kyogre because it's more like a Swampert then Kyogre. Because once you get Kyogre, you don't use anything else. And it is really amazing that Pokemon Sapphire literally gives you a Pokemon. It literally gives you a Pokemon that you can use for the rest of the game. And when I say that you can use for the rest of the game, I don't mean you could add it to your team. I mean, you put it in your team, you only use Kyogre, and you don't need to, like, level up, or train, or grind, or do anything special. Like, Kyogre just beats the rest of the game. Like, if you teach it Surf and Thunder, it beats the rest of the game with Ice Beam and Calm Mind. Surf, Calm Mind, Ice Beam, Thunder, it beats the rest of the game. It's wild. Also, we want to get rid of that Sigalith, because that is a terrible Sigalith. So, Sigalith switch, Sigalith switch, Sigalith switch, Sigalith switch, Sigalith switch, Sigalith switch. We'll get rid of the Sigalith switch. It's time to ditch a Sigalith switch. Well done. You used an all-water team to flood Hoenn region. I did. Oh, your room is full of mold? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's really not good. Hang on. What item do I want here? Maybe a Lumberry in case I get poisoned? I'll do that. But yeah, if you got physical moves, use them. Otherwise, just but like Flash Cannon, Waterfall, Metal Claw, Basculin, do what you do. I should think of another challenge run for a game. It's been fun. Like, it's fun playing games differently. It really is. But yeah, like if you've never played Pokemon Sapphire, where you just use your Swampert until like the Archie fight, has Archie been summoned? But until like the Archie fight, like it's literally like the Archie fight is like the last battle you do with Swampert, and then you go to like Sutopolis City, you catch your Kyogre in a Master Ball, you teach it Thunder and Surf, and then you just fight the rest of the game with it. You fight Wallace with it, you fight Victory Road with it, you fight Wally with it. The one thing I would recommend is if you're able to get any Carbos, like get a bunch of Carbos and feed them to your Kyogre, I would recommend that. Just so it is like a bit faster. But yeah, it's amazing though, and it just beats everything. It beats Sydney, it beats Phoebe, it beats Glacia, it beats Drake. Drake was a bit of a close call. I will say that. Drake was a bit of a close call. Salamence got me in the red, but the rest of it was fine. So, Guillotine, you're doing some final stars and sparkles. Well, thank you. So right, Flash Cannon. I was a bit lucky with the Drake fight because his like Flygon and Altaria like didn't bother attacking me, but yeah. Okay. Well, his Shelgon is actually surprisingly annoying because it either uses Protect or it uses Rock Tomb. But yeah, I should have just used Ice Beam against it. I tried to like Calm Mind on it, and I forgot about Rock Tomb and like lowering your speed. Again, so I think if I'd just Ice Beamed, it probably would have been fine. But oh well. Well done though. But yeah, so Pokemon Sapphire was like amazing, and then the Steven fight was amazing. So it's really funny because I reset like old save files to replay these games, but they were like my backup games. They were like my second games. And I was sort of sad at, like, deleting, you know, like, oh, I deleted my, like, second ever playthrough of, like, you know, of like, sort of the Ruby Sapphire Emerald Gen 3, you know. And I did feel sort of a bit sad about it when I did it, and I was like, I hope I don't regret it. I saved the Pokemon to Pokemon Home, by the way. I transferred them up and saved them. So I still have the Pokemon, but I don't have, like, the memories and the badges and the ribbons and whatever else I did, right? But again, it's of my second playthrough. I still have my original Ruby playthrough. I'm never going to delete that save file. But, like, the second one, I was like, but what am I going to value? I want to be able to play this game again and again and again and again and again. And it's like, do I really remember a whole lot about that second playthrough? I kind of don't. Like, I remember the team, but I don't really remember anything that, like, happened in it very much. And it's like, I remember, and I'm going to remember so much more about this, like, Swampert only and then Kyogre only playthrough than I do about that old Sapphire playthrough, you know? So it's like, I'm gonna have way more memories by, like, playing this game again and again and again than from that, like, one save file. So, but there we go. But there we go. So Quillfish is a no. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars, let's do this thing. Gastrodon is a no. Durant is also a no. But will we get, this would be really cool if we got it, the Golden Nihilego? No. Okay. So there we go. It's a Nihilay, no. But there we go. Quillfish, no. Gastrodon, no. Durant, no. And Nihilay, no. So there we go. But Tegan, hi. We are going in a sec, but lovely to see you. Okay, so let's just check the natures. Hasty, we keep getting hasty today. Let's not be too careful. Naive and sassy. You love seeing us sassy. I guess I'll go with the careful Durant. That's like the least bad of the three that I can choose from. But there we go. I've been here the whole time. But hi. Well, thank you. If anyone has not yet clicked like on the video, it's time for Bo to shame his fans. And say that we should have at least 15 likes now, if not more. But there we go. So Kevin, like, it's always funny. It's always a fun time when you have to type Kyogre. What? We should have at least 15 likes. But okay, runs out of space. Are there any more records? I'm gonna say no. But wow, we're down to 4 Pokemon that I need now, and Virizion. But 4 Pokemon and Virizion. That's wild. So tomorrow is like 2 p.m. PST. So right now it's 1:11 PS or like PT, or I should say PT, shouldn't I? Right now is like 1:11 PT. So then tomorrow is like 2 p.m. PT. So basically in 1 day and 49 minutes is when I'll be back, if that makes sense. So like 24 hours and 49 minutes is when I'll be back. So I'm going to say no to, but that's the thing, when we get to tomorrow, we're going to have like the wild card where we kind of like, we'll have to see like who wants to do a Nihilego, or maybe we'll even do like a poll or something. I don't know, but no, we'll have to see who's available. And like, if a load of people are around who can do Thunderous, we'll do Thunderous. If a load of people can do Stack Attacker, we'll do Stack Attacker. Nihilego, Celesteela. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, we're in a very interesting time in the Strike streams now, where we have fewer Pokemon than we actually do streams. So it's very interesting indeed. But okay. So chat, my lovely chat. We have reached the end of our Saturday stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. This has been really fun. 710 hours and 20. Oh gosh. But yeah, good luck with your Uxie hunting. And good luck with the rest of your hunting, and however else you're spending your Saturday. I might be cleaning cat toilets today. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure that out. But anyway, I will talk about other topics tomorrow. Maybe I'll talk more about that Sapphire playthrough. I definitely want to talk a bit about nuance and like internet stuff. I saw a thing on the internet yesterday where someone basically posted something very out of context, and it just annoyed me. I'll talk about that tomorrow, I'm sure. We also did a load of cat grooming this week. I did a load of laundry on Thursday, so I'll tell you about that. And I will be asking Xander whether he has updated his Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 edition with Jamboree TV, because now you can play the base game in updated graphics, which I don't know why that wasn't a thing when the game came out, but now you can do that. Woo! So anyway, take care everyone, lots of love, like if you have not liked already, and I will see you tomorrow for more Pokemon Shield. Will we be able to get that final will we be able to get that the final legendaries I need? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Take care, everyone. Lots of love. See you later. Bye bye.